Doo-dee-ah. Shoo-ba-doo-da-ba-da-doo-ba-doo-da-ba-da-ba-boo-ya. Shoo-wop-dee-doo. Woo. Oh boy. That sounds pretty good. Sounds pretty good. I got my little YouTube app open on my phone too. So that's probably what you guys were also hearing on there. Okay, then, folks. I am Mongo. Hopefully, you guys are having a good day. And let me just share this out with you guys on the Twitter. The Twitter tweet. Twitter tweet, tweet, tweet. Twitter tweet, 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 tweedle doodle dee. I'm a beat, 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 beat. I'm a beat, I'm a beat, 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 beat. I'm a beat. I'm a beat, loving that good life. Hopefully, you guys are doing good. It's relatively nice here down in Southern California, at least in my part of California. It is a nice 90 degrees. It's 90 degrees right now. Well, apparently it is. But mostly it's not as hot as it was previously. Getting a drink of water. So let's see, here is my tweet here. Going live for a few. Going live for a few. Going live for a few. Pass on through if you're interested. Going live for a few. So pass on through if you're interested. Pass on through if you're interested. Boo, 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 boo. It's time for real tracks, real tracks. And I'm feeling like a number 145. Don't worry, folks. Don't mind me. I am just having a regular old time here. It's going to be a hot time in the old town tonight. But anyhow, folks, I'm Mongo. Welcome to this stream. This is Mongo's Big Thinks. And, first things first, let me just give you guys a bit of an update on my life, I guess. Nothing really crazy to add in, but there is this wonderful picture that I got from a very good friend, actually. Let me share the screen here. Here, look at this piece of art right here. This is from Jay Accent on Twitter. He's very cool. Friends with him on Twitter. He's a really nice guy. He's really funny. If you don't know him, then look him up. And he's really funny. And I commissioned him to make a piece of art. This piece of art right here of King Kong. And I got to tell you, he did a bang up job here. He did really good. Basically, I just told him, hey, I want a picture of Kong. I'd like it to be a picture of the original 1933 iteration of Kong. And it can be in any pose. And so he did it. Just a moment, folks. I'm going to cough. Holy cow, that was a lot of coughing. Boy, oh boy, was that crazy. Gonna have to get a drink of water after that. Ooh. Anyhow, here's a nice piece of art. If you're interested, go check out Jay Accent on Twitter. He's a cool guy. He's very sincere. And if you know him, you're going to really benefit from knowing a really nice guy. Anyhow, folks, let me stop sharing that one. Other than that, I've just kind of been working on this concept, this little video series that hopefully I'll have out by the end of this month here, probably in the next week or so, probably either the last week of August or the first few weeks of September. And that video series is going to be called King Kongathon or Mongo's King Kongathon. I'm not quite sure on the name per se, but I'll definitely be working on that. I'll be working on that name. But anyhow, let me just turn the volume off on this. So basically, what I got here is I've been making intros for a variety of videos here. Let me just kind of walk you through my setup here. This is just Movavi screen recorder editor or screen recorder studio. I don't know if it's really the best kind of thing, but I've been using it for the last year or so, and it's been it's been good. So basically, I have all these projects here and there. Most of them I've finished, but we do come into this area called King Kong. So basically, I'm planning on making a video series about most or a lot of King Kong films or movies. Basically, right now, sorry, I had to clear my throat there. So basically, right now, I got let's see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have seven videos here. Yeah, 2, 4, 7. Yeah, 7 videos here, ranging from the 1933, 1976, 2005, basically all these different King Kong movies. Each of them has a unique intro, as you can see here. Just a very basic little thing. I got Surf Monster playing in the background, and we got these guys on their little TV screen. Personally, I really like it. It's something that I am having a lot of fun making. And like I was saying earlier, these are going to be unique to each movie. So let me open up a new project here for you guys, one of these other ones. Let's do King Kong 1976. So here we have Kong 96. Let me just play this without any audio here. Basically, each movie is going to have its own little unique intro. Basically, at the very least, I'm hoping that if this does get a copyright claim, it'll only be just a minor one that will just prevent monetization of these videos. Overall, I can't really say I'm that worried. As long as the video does not get blocked in all countries, I ought to be fine. So there's that, and let me stop sharing that. I'm doing all that kind of stuff right now. I'm having some fun here and there. Let me let's go through a few bits of kaiju news here and there. Let me see, which one do I want to pull up first? Actually, let me pull up some fun stuff first, some funny things. And I think this will probably be pretty brief. So here's some nightmare fuel. Credit to Gabriel Marquez. And this picture is shared by courtesy of Kaiju Transmissions, a podcast. So we have the Cookie Monster Shin Godzilla. He looks amazing. But what I think is incredibly funny is his tail. So in the movie Shin Godzilla, you have the main body of Shin Godzilla, and then on his tail you see a smaller face. And on this iteration, this Cookie Monster Godzilla, you have Grover. You have Grover on his tail. And folks, I think that's so funny. It's so funny, folks. That's something right there. I think this is amazing. It's lovely. I don't think it's nightmare fuel at all. I think it is pure and utter delight. Well, let's move on here. Here's another little image that I wanted to share with you guys. Something that I really enjoyed looking at on Twitter. Now, this is what I assume this is from inside the Godzilla Museum that is happening for a limited time in Japan. So we have a little diorama here of samurai lining up to defend Japan against Godzilla, Shin Godzilla. And just, I love all of the detail and all the stuff. Like the work that goes into making these kinds of things is amazing. I love seeing this kind of stuff. It's really great to see. All righty, folks. Let's see here. I don't have too much to really talk about today. I am definitely feeling tired, and I definitely don't want to cut into other people's stream time. I know that Chris Knight of the Real Review 3000 is also streaming right now, so I'm going to keep this very, very brief here. There's only really a few things that I have 4 more tabs that I'm going to share here, folks. And hopefully you guys have a good rest of your day. So let me share screen, open the tab, and let's take a look at this first in-person image of the upcoming NECA King Kong figure. This figure looks great. First, let me talk about the box. Box looks good. It's from NECA. NECA always has some good boxes when they actually make boxes for their figures. They really put a lot of, good effort in there. The reusability of the boxes are nice, good for collectors. And if you're not a collector of like in-box figures, then at the very least, it looks nice. It protects the figure pretty well. I know that personally for me, I really love the 1989 Godzilla from NECA because it comes in a beautiful box with the poster of Godzilla versus Biollante on the front of it. But here we have King Kong. And here's a picture of King Kong inside the packaging. And we've talked about this briefly in previous streams here on Monstrous News with Mongo. And I'm really excited for this King Kong. I already have it on pre-order with the Big Bad Toy Store. And just looking at his arms, I really enjoy that. You have, pretty basic hands. You have your fists or open hands. You have forearms. You have a pretty nice looking joint here in the elbow. And pretty much it's what you'd want from a King Kong figure. Personally, I really hope that I can get him into kind of a crouched position, so to speak. I want him to be able to kind of walk on all fours. That would be nice, especially with these long arms. Hopefully his legs will be able to bend and articulate to accommodate that type of position. Personally, I think it's pretty good. This is, as it was stated by NECA, this is their own interpretation of King Kong. Obviously, the face sculpt resembles the original 1933 Kong. The actual body does seem, it's a little more lean. He's a lean, mean, fighting ape machine. So, I think it's going to be fun. I'm looking forward to it. That's going to be releasing this year, of course. Here we already have an inbox or an in-person picture of this figure. I'm looking forward to that. And let's see. So we have a pretty good range of things. We have, so we just talked about Kong. We've talked a lot about King Kong here. So let's talk a little bit about Godzilla. Here we have a lovely little Twitter post from Godzilla.official on Twitter. And this is some Godzilla games. We have Godzilla Monopoly. We also have Godzilla Jenga. I think these are cool. I'd love either one of these. It's been a long time since I've played Monopoly. And Godzilla Monopoly sounds very fun as well. Jenga is always fun. Anybody can play Jenga. But Godzilla Jenga seems pretty fun. I've seen a review of this, the Extreme Edition here, by a YouTuber known as Shin Robjira. He reviewed the rules here, and it does make the game a little more interesting. Let's take a look here at the next few things. We have Tokyo Clash, Godzilla Tokyo Clash. This is a strategy game. I actually watched a video of this on another YouTuber's channel yesterday. Scorpio Cesar. Well, no. Ultrazilla. Sorry. It was Ultrazilla. He talked about this game. He kind of reviewed it. It was interesting. I don't know if I'd personally buy this game. If I had to choose, I'd probably buy the Monopoly or the Jenga. But let's see. We got that. And then we have Godzilla card game. And I don't really think I'd buy it personally because it seems, I'm not huge into card games, unless it's Go Fish or Crazy Eights. But let me take a drink here, folks. I will say this probably has some very nice looking card art, so it'll be neat to see those things. I think out of all of these things, I'd probably want the Jenga or the Monopoly, because I think both of those are relatively easy to play compared to these strategy and card games. But yeah, so that's our Godzilla news. And let's talk a bit about Ultraman. So we have the upcoming Ultraman run for Marvel Comics. That'll be fun to see, see some news on that. So this is one of the variant covers of the Rise of Ultraman. So one of the upcoming Rise of Ultraman #1 variant covers will look like an SH Figuarts box. You can pre-order it along with the 5 other variant covers for $30 at this site here, vampirerobots.com. Folks, I think this is very fun. This is the kind of stuff that I really like. The Rise of Ultraman. And this is totally like Figuarts, SH Figuarts Ultraman box. I think that's great. I think it's awesome. You have Ultraman, you have his Specium Ray right there, you have his little disc, you have his little energy indicator. It's really fun. It's a fun idea. It's really cool. Reminds me of Jeff Hicks and his cover for his comic book Stealing Solo. So I can, you can say, hey, I thought of this first. This is pretty neat. I really enjoy this. But let us continue with a few other things here. So the last thing that I want to talk about is Gamera. So we're covering, some of our bases here. The 4 bases of giant monsters: Godzilla, King Kong, Gamera, and Ultraman. So we've talked about all the other 3, but let's talk a little bit about Gamera. So we have a lovely little thing here. If you're unaware, Arrow Films Video is releasing the Gamera the complete collection, erupts onto limited edition Blu-ray tomorrow, August 18th. Very cool. I personally have this on pre-order with a seller on Amazon, and I'm looking forward to it. I think it's going to be great. It's going to be every Gamera film, and I'm really looking forward to it. There are a few Gamera films that I do not have, one of them being Gamera the Brave. I think I'm going to be looking forward to that. It'll be nice to have them on Blu-ray. I do have a Blu-ray player that is compatible with DVD, so that's always nice. I do also have most of the Showa era Gamera films, but they're all in Japanese. So, they're good. They're good, but I can't really lend it out to friends so much, or my uncle mostly, since he's the one who really likes watching that. He's not really good with reading subtitles. But anyhow, so that's something cool. I love the art here. I'm looking forward to this. We had a similar type of situation here with the Showa era of Godzilla with the Criterion collection that came out probably, I think, last year. And that was only the Showa era of Godzilla because there's just so many Godzilla movies. There's over 30 Godzilla movies. Gamera is a lot more manageable in terms of movies. Like, let me see here. Let me just take a look at the number of Gamera movies. Number of Gamera movies. Let me see here. There are only 13 Gamera movies right now. And probably for the foreseeable future, I would say. But anyhow, folks, I have this on pre-order. Keep your eyes open. Take a look up on Amazon or wherever you buy your Blu-rays or DVDs. Keep an eye out for this thing. Chances are it might sell out real quick. And folks, that's about all I can really say for today. It's last couple of weeks we've had a lot of extra segments of these Monstrous News with Mongo episodes. Anyhow, folks, I think that's about all I can really say. Hopefully you're doing good, and hopefully you have a great start to your week. Folks, I'm Mongo. I really appreciate all you guys do. Last night on Twitter, I did have a chance to kind of voice some of my appreciation for you guys. Let me share that actually, because I have a bit of time. I'm not really doing much today other than editing and doing some other stuff like that. But here's a tweet that I did last night. It says, doesn't really matter who sees this, but I really appreciate you guys on here. Sure, there's lots of crazy stuff on here, but in the midst of all the crazy, there are things here that give me appreciation for this life. Again, I really appreciate you guys. Whether you've retweeted me, tagged me in a post, or even liked the comment that I've made, I appreciate you. Even the bad stuff that I experience on here only helps enhance the sweetness that I also experience daily. Thanks again, guys. You make a big lummox like me feel special. And then, I retweeted this main one. Said I was going to try and tag you guys, but there's a mountain of people on here who've made me feel special. Who've made me special? It should have been who've made me feel special. If you guys see this or the original tweet, know that I appreciate you, whether we're mutuals or not. I'm grateful to be around and to be acknowledged by you. Big thanks again. Now, what was the thing that prompted all this? Well, and as silly as this sounds, I don't want to make people I don't want to call out nobody, But when it's something good like this, I gotta try and dig up that original thing here. Da, da, da. So I'm going through my notifications. What do we got? My thing is loading. Okay. Here we go. So here's a tweet that I made the other day, 14 hours ago to be precise. This was from Reddit. Zeke Zach Zoom. I will go sailing no more. And we have a dead Buzz Lightyear with his arm dismembered. Very sad, very somber. But when I saw it, I was like, oh no. And that was pretty funny. And, funny enough, Mara Jade liked that post. And this isn't like a special occurrence either. Mara Jade, she's really cool. She follows me, I follow her. It's very common for me to see Mara Jade like one of my posts, and I really appreciated that. And when I saw her that she liked this little random post here on Twitter, it really made me feel happy. And sometimes, in times like these, feeling happy can make a world of difference. It can mean the difference between moving on to the next day and not doing that, to say the very least, to put it mildly. So basically, I really appreciate you guys. I appreciate, the popular people. I appreciate you guys, especially when you do little things. Like Doll Sim says in Street Fighter Alpha 3. A soul, no matter how small, is worth fighting for, or something like that. But anyhow, I'm babbling, folks. Hopefully, you guys are having a good day. And again, I just want to say I really appreciate you guys. I hope you guys are safe. I hope you guys do what makes you happy. And hopefully, you guys do so in a safe manner. Again, guys, I love you. I never really met you guys face to face, but I really appreciate you guys too. And with that, folks, I'm going to end this right now. Hopefully, you guys stay good and be excellent to each other.